Failure didn't ruin your life. It's the reason you'll eventually win. Right now, you think your mistakes are proof that you're not good enough, but what if they're actually proof that you're being prepared? Every rejection, every loss, every moment you felt like quitting is secretly building the skills your future success will demand. The problem isn't that you failed. The problem is no one ever told you what failure is really doing to you. Listen closely, because if you understand this, you'll never look at your setbacks the same way again. Success that eventually arrives depends directly on the lessons failure forced you to learn. Failure also strengthens emotional endurance. Life does not reward fragile people with heavy responsibilities. If your future includes leadership, impact, or financial success, it will involve criticism, uncertainty, and pressure. Failure introduces you to these It teaches you how to recover, how to self-regulate, how to keep moving even when motivation disappears. These are not skills you can read about. They must be lived. Each failure is like emotional weight training. At first, it hurts. Over time, you become stronger than situations that once broke you. There is also a quiet confidence that comes from surviving failure. When you've failed before and lived to tell the story, fear loses its power. You realize that embarrassment is temporary, that rejection doesn't define you, that mistakes are correctable. This frees you to take bolder actions. Ironically, people who fear failure the most often achieve the least, not because they lack ability, but because they never stay in the game long enough to build the skills success requires. Failure keeps you in the arena, learning, adjusting, evolving. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. During that time, she was living in poverty, battling depression, and questioning her future. Those failures didn't just test her writing, they tested her identity. What kept her going was not blind faith, but a deep connection to her craft developed through struggle. The success of her books demanded resilience, perspective, and an understanding of hardship that only failure could provide. The story resonated with millions because it was written by someone who had lived through real adversity. Actionable change begins when you stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What is this training me for?" After every failure, there is a lesson waiting to be extracted. What skill was missing? Was it preparation, communication, discipline, emotional control, or patience? Once you identify it, you can deliberately train that skill. Failure becomes a feedback system rather than a verdict. This shift alone can transform your entire trajectory. You can apply this mindset immediately. The next time something doesn't work out, resist the urge to quit or self-attack. Instead, slow down and analyze. Write down what you tried, what happened, and what you would do differently next time. Treat your life like a long-term experiment, not a single test. Consistent reflection turns failure into progress. Over time, you will notice that problems that once felt overwhelming now feel manageable. That is growth happening quietly, beneath the surface. Success often arrives later than expected because the person we are today cannot yet sustain it. Failure fills that gap. It upgrades your character, your thinking, and your habits until you are strong enough to hold what you are asking for. When success finally comes, it doesn't feel accidental. It feels earned, stable, and repeatable because it is built on skills forged in moments when no one was clapping. So if you are failing right now, understand this. You are not behind. You are in training. Every rejection, every loss, every setback is shaping abilities your future will depend on. Stay engaged, stay curious, stay willing to learn. One day, you will look back and realize that the very moments you wanted to escape were the moments that prepared you to succeed. You are not broken because you failed. You are not behind. You are not unlucky. You are in training. Every mistake you've made, every rejection that stung, every moment you questioned your worth was shaping you into someone stronger than you realize. One day, success will arrive without warning, and when it does, it won't ask if you're ready. It will demand courage, discipline, resilience, clarity, and humility all at once. And in that moment, you'll understand something powerful. The pain you survived was not wasted. It was preparation. The version of you who endured the struggle is the only version capable of handling the reward. So don't run from failure. Don't numb it. Don't pretend it doesn't hurt. Sit with it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me that comfort never could? Then take the next step anyway. Imperfect, uncertain, but committed. Action is how lessons turn into strength. Consistency is how wounds turn into wisdom. And courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to move forward while fear watches. Remember this when doubt whispers that you should quit. The people you admire most were once standing exactly where you are now. Tired, confused, and unsure, yet they kept going. Not because they believed in success, but because they believed in growth. Do the same. Trust the process even when you can't see the outcome. keep building skills in the shadows. Keep showing up when no one is clapping, because one day, the very failures you're ashamed of today will become the reason you're unstoppable tomorrow. Walk forward with purpose. Act today with intention. And never forget, your future self is counting on you to not give up now.